Okay, this is happening. Check this. I'm actually live. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the audio is working. Good. Okay. Hope someone joins this. No one ever watches my videos or anything. Yeah. And that earlier comment, Cinemaze. I won't be able to catch the stream live due to time differences, but if you see this, what Kang variant do you want to see after Victor Timely, who seems to be the Loki villain? Definitely more of Immortus and Centurion and Rama Tut from Quantumania after credit scene. Definitely. Sam. Hey. Really hope someone else joins this. That's a cool feature StreamYard has. I like that. StreamYard is free, but when you do the free one, it has the watermark up in the top corner. Doesn't matter though. Yeah, I've only heard of it because I've seen other people use it. It's good though. Cool reviews. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Glad someone did. No one ever watches my stuff. Ever. So mic audio good? Oh, you can see the microphone. You see my microphone in the corner of the camera there. Yeah, the mic is good. Cool. Quality is very good. Yeah. Yeah, I like the webcam and mic I got. I'm glad I bought them. So discussing Ahsoka and Loki in this stream. If anyone else joins, I'm just wait to see if more people join before that. Okay. I thought the first episode of Loki season 2 was fantastic and a great opener. Yeah, it definitely was a really good start. It was just especially great because after living with the ending of season 1 for like 2 years, man, that ending, living with that for so long was painful, honestly. And then it finally gave us an answer as to why Mobius did not remember Loki, which is really good. But yeah, once again, like the production design and like the visuals of the show were just great. Like the first season, it spends a lot of time. The episode spent a lot of time on that one objective, and we have obviously haven't gotten to the larger scope of things yet. But I can't wait, honestly. Haley Stacy, yo, what's up? Hey, thanks for watching. I haven't seen you comment before, and I love your name, Haley Steinfeld is Gwen Stacy in Spider-Verse. That's great. That is genius. Thanks for joining. And I have to say, Haley Steinfeld is a great Spider-Gwen. So, actually, I'll reread what Cinemaze's earlier comment was when the stream wasn't even live. So I'll say, what Kang variant do you want to see after Victor Timely, who seems to be the Loki villain? Yeah, Victor Timely is definitely going to be the villain of this season. But I want to see more of Immortus and Centurion and Rama Tut that were in the Quantum Mania after credit scene. Because they're both, all three of them are variants that I already knew about from the comics, and they look really cool. Though Peyton Reed said that Centurion is not Scarlet Centurion, he's only inspired by Scarlet Centurion. So, well, I'm just calling him Centurion because that's what I'm assuming he's going to be called. Yeah. Thanks. Just saw the stream on my recommended. No, are you not a subscriber? Well, I'm glad you're here though. Yeah. I honestly have no theories as to what is Victor Timely going to be doing in Loki season 2 though. I didn't know anything about Victor Timely before, like, the Quantum Mania after credit scene that teased him. But yeah, Kang stuff in the comics and in the MCU, it's very convoluted, to say the least. What did you all think of Ahsoka, if you've seen it? Cool reviews. Ahsoka was a great show, but I thought it had its fair share of mediocre weak episodes, including the finale, which I wasn't the biggest fan of. Yeah, well, the finale, it ended kind of how a lot of people expected, with like Thrawn escaping. And of course, this story, it has a follow-up, so it's not complete by the end of the show. So I don't know if they're going to do an Ahsoka season 2. I think it would work if they did, but we all know that Dave Filoni's got a Star Wars movie coming up, which will be the culmination of the whole Mandoverse. And Thrawn's obviously going to be the Thanos of that. So, yeah, it ended how I expected, but it was good to see all the heroes working together and going out to face Thrawn. And then, well, Ezra got to go home, but Ahsoka and Sabine stuck there. Yeah, sure. What other episodes did you think were weak or mediocre? My favorite episode by far was the Clone Wars flashback episode 5. That was just amazing. Hayden, like, he nailed the performance once again, like in Obi-Wan Kenobi. It felt like no time had passed from the prequels with him playing the character again. And they actually de-aged him this time. In Obi-Wan Kenobi, they didn't de-age him. Haley Stacey, Sabine is the GOAT. The show itself was pretty entertaining too. I honestly did not like Sabine. I really didn't. Like, I don't like Star Wars Rebels either. I haven't seen all of it. So I wasn't invested in the Star Wars Rebels ties in Ahsoka. But I knew, like, even though I haven't seen all of it, I know a lot of what happens in Rebels. I know all the character names. I just don't know them. And yeah, I didn't like Sabine. I really didn't. Ezra, I didn't care about either. Like, I thought that they translated Ezra from cartoon to live action pretty well, though. Thrawn, they perfectly translated him. He looked great. His performance, Lars Mikkelsen, really impressive. Episode 2, Episode 3, and Episode 8 were some of my least favorite episodes. Episode 2, that was fine. I liked the big sequence in that. Episode 3, yeah, wasn't the most memorable. Episode 4 is when I started loving the show even more. Episode 8, yeah, I like that though. I don't think it was mediocre, but yeah. So, what else happened? Oh yeah, we saw Hayden Christensen for 3 episodes. Most of it was in episode 5. Then was it episode 6 or 7 where he was the hologram? I don't remember. And then episode 8, it was great to see his Force Ghost at the very end. It's just perfect way to do it. And I really can't get over how good looking Ahsoka was. It honestly is the best looking Star Wars show. I mean, Mandalorian looks great, looks like a movie, and that first introduced the volume, revolutionary technology. But when I say how Ahsoka was the best looking show, I'm not just talking about the volume. I'm talking about just the visuals, the costume design. Really liked it. Oh, and I really liked that hologram tech that Balin, Thrawn, and Morgan Elsbeth had. Like the holograms, they were like when they turn on, it's like a misty effect. That's really unique. I love the look of that. And the lightsaber duels in the show, they were very samurai-esque. And samurai movies were among George Lucas's many inspirations for Star Wars. Dave Filoni, he's completely into all of George Lucas's original inspirations. So you can see him inserting all of those inspirations in Ahsoka. That's what I really loved about it. This show also brought back mysticism to Star Wars. We've had so many Star Wars projects over the years, and like Mandalorian and Andor. I haven't actually watched Andor, but a lot of this stuff has not had the mystical side of the Star Wars lore. Like there was some mysticism in the sequels, but the level of mysticism that Ahsoka went into, we haven't seen that since the Clone Wars. Like all the Night Sisters and stuff like that, and like conversations about the Force. Yeah, I love the mystical lore of Star Wars. Love it. What else do you guys think? Really hope someone else joined. Can we talk Loki spoilers here? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I already was talking Loki spoilers basically. And yeah, the whole stream's to talk about Ahsoka and Loki and whatever else you want to talk about, comment about, anything else. Yeah, Loki season 1 was really, really good. And season 2 seems to be continuing that level of quality. Like, I think that Hawkeye is the best, like, Marvel Disney Plus show. Followed by, I'd say, Falcon and Winter Soldier and Secret Invasion. And then Loki. And then Moon Knight, I'd say. My least favorite Disney MCU Disney Plus show would have to be Miss Marvel, and then She-Hulk, What If, and WandaVision. But I still like all of them though. Alright, who do you think was calling on that phone during Loki's time slipping sequence? People are theorizing it might be Thor, but that really doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I have no theory on who was on the phone. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense for it to be Thor. No, Thor's not in this. Um, but yeah, the time flipping, I like how they did that, and it's seemingly resolved now. Well, actually, no, there's more footage in the trailers where Loki is still time slipping and he was wearing a brown jacket. So maybe the time slipping not actually resolved. I don't know. But yeah, I love that scene, like just how it was building up to the point of no return with what Mobius was doing, and Loki was just walking so slow as the phone was ringing, drawing him to the elevator there. Like that was really well done. Then like he's in the future of the TVA, and Sylvie opens the elevator door. Says, "Oh, there you are." And then Loki was pruned. I want to know who pruned Loki from behind. It wasn't Sylvie because she was in front of him, and she only had the door open this wide. She wasn't holding a time stick. So who pruned Loki? Yeah, but on the phone, I have no idea. I want to know. Miss Marvel is so good, bro. Yeah, it was good. I didn't absolutely love it. It is my least favorite thing. Like that's not saying it's bad. I don't think anything in the MCU is bad. Like my least favorite thing in the MCU overall is Eternals. Miss Marvel I put just above that. But yeah, it gave Muslims great representation. Aman Vellani plays the character perfectly. Like I've never been a big fan of Miss Marvel, but yeah, it was done well. If you look closely at that scene, it was a past version of Loki pruning himself. Yeah, I was thinking it might have been Loki himself. Well, he was in the future of the TVA, so would it be a future Loki or a past Loki? I don't know. Anything's possible, but yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, it really would. Well, Sylvie was there in the future, so yeah, I think it would make sense for it to be Loki pruning himself. No, you're not the only one that actually likes She-Hulk. There are people who love that show. I like the show. I mean, it does a few pretty weird things, and the finale was a bit confusing. But like the fourth wall breaking, they portrayed the character perfectly. And the only episode that I really loved was episode 8, the Daredevil episode. It was just see, having Charlie Cox back as Daredevil is amazing, and even him being in this much lighter toned show, like Charlie made him feel like the same person. He was 100% Matt Murdock, Daredevil, and they put him in a hallway. They knew exactly what they were doing, even though the fight choreography and everything's not as good as it was in the Netflix show, but and I like how they included his classic red and yellow suit, like as a comic reference. And since the show is much lighter, I think he had to wear something like that. Like I don't like his classic suit in the comics, but how they did it in She-Hulk was good. And the fact that it's just basically the same suit from the Netflix show, just different colors. Yeah, I really really love that episode. And I don't know, She-Hulk. It seems to be setting up for teasing a World War Hulk event since Scar showed up. I don't know. I don't know where they're going to do that. They already have a lot of movies and stuff coming out already. I don't know when they're going to follow that up. And I don't know if they're going to do a She-Hulk season 2. I don't think they probably shouldn't. I think they probably shouldn't. But yeah, who knows? The Almighty Blues. Thank you so much for joining. Who should be Barry Allen in the DCU now that Grant Gustin is done as Flash? Well, certainly not Ezra Miller. He is an awful, horrendous Barry Allen. Aside from like not just resembling the character, like the personality they gave him, he's more like Wally West than Barry Allen. And yeah, I really did not like that movie. And I just don't like Ezra Miller in general. He's weird. But yeah, Grant Gustin was a good Flash. You know, I didn't watch all of the Flash show, but yeah, he was good. He was really good. I've seen his the latest suit from the show. How it has the yellow boots and everything. Like he looks like a perfect Flash in that suit. But I don't know. It's hard to say. We definitely need a blonde Barry Allen for once. We have not had a blonde Barry Allen. We need one. So, I don't know. Popular fan casting is Lucas Till. Yeah, I would be fine with that. He's the right age. He's blonde, so yeah. And I don't know. I've seen people say Sam Claflin as well. Who knows? But I'm sure the casting, they'll surprise us. So yeah, we just need a better Barry Allen in James Gunn's DCU. That is not Ezra Miller and is actually blonde and has the personality of Barry Allen, not Wally West. Or maybe in the DCU they could do what the Justice League cartoons did and have Flash be Wally West. Because Michael Rosenbaum's Flash, Wally West in that was great, awesome. I do prefer Wally West as Kid Flash though. So yeah, but I cannot wait for the DCU. Did you pre-order Spider-Man 2? Oh, hell yeah, I did. Of course I did. I got the digital deluxe edition, and I can't wait. It's coming in just 11 days. I can't believe it. It's like 5 years ago that first game came out. And yeah, now it's almost here. Cannot wait. And it's 3 years ago that Miles Morales came out. Thanks for joining. 5 viewers. Cool. You're obviously a big Flash fan, Almighty Blues. Oh, another comment. Cool reviews. I'm so excited for Spider-Man 2. We got like around 11 days, as you said, and I'm pumped. Got it pre-ordered for the physical launch edition. Cannot wait. This game's going to be unbelievable. The graphics, like full power of the PS5, big open world, playing as Peter and Miles. And those who have played the game early said that the boss fights in this game are a big improvement over the first one. Like, I love the boss fights in the first game already. I really did. And Miles Morales as well. But those boss fights, they were mainly just dodging and waiting for an opening to attack. They said those who've played it have said that the boss fights now, there's a lot more to them. How many Funko Pops do you have? None. Yeah, I actually do not collect Funko Pops. No. Look, I know Funko Pops are really popular, and I don't mind the look of them, but I've just never bought one. I'm not interested in collecting them. I prefer Lego and like other action figures. Yeah, I have a lot of Lego here. A lot. Hang on. Since we're talking about Spider-Man, there's one Miles action figure I have from the game. Yeah, well, I'll fix that up later. This one, Mark III Iron Man. I'll have a lot up here. Too many to show. But, yeah. And I have a lot of Lego. Lego is one of my favorite things in the world. It really is. Yeah. Have you seen the Dark Knight trilogy? Yeah, of course, definitely. I'm a comic book nerd. Marvel and DC is my favorite things in the world. But I'm honestly not much of a fan of the Dark Knight trilogy. I think it's pretty overrated, honestly. Like, Christopher Nolan is one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, and Christian Bale, he was a good Batman. His Batman voice was stupid though. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Dark Knight trilogy. I think it's really overrated. It's just, I don't think it was a perfect Batman. Like, Batman Begins and the Dark Knight, I don't hate them. I think they're all right. But the Dark Knight Rises, I really don't like. I really don't. It's the sloppiest Christopher Nolan movie of all. I don't like that version of Bane. Talia al Ghul they ruined. Heath Ledger's Joker was incredible though. Cannot deny that. And Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow, I think he's pretty cool too. Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul, I don't know. I don't think he was the right choice. Not to mention that Ra's al Ghul was whitewashed. Yeah, the Batman though, I think that is the perfect Batman movie. That is like comic book Batman, but as grounded in reality as a comic book Batman can possibly be. Robert Pattinson proved he's a perfect Batman, and his Batman voice was spot on. Cannot wait for the Batman Part 2 and Part 3. Yeah, my most anticipated movie of 2025 is the Batman Part 2. Batman Begins, 9 out of 10. The Dark Knight, 10 out of 10. The Dark Knight Rises, 7 or 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you love The Dark Knight that much, that's fine. It's cool. I would honestly give Batman Begins a 6 out of 10. The Dark Knight a 6 out of 10. And The Dark Knight Rises, I'd give 5 out of 10 maybe. Yeah. The Batman, I would give a 10 out of 10. Do you got a Letterboxd? No, I don't actually. No. Yeah, I've heard about a lot of people using Letterboxd. I've seen it before. Yeah, it all looks all right, but I just haven't got an interest in getting it myself. I'll just stick to YouTube. I post movie reviews on YouTube and other stuff, and or whatever. If I have any thoughts to share on something that I don't make a video of, I always post it in my community tab. I post a lot in my community tab. Not enough people see my community posts. But thank you for showing interest, Haley Stacey. Okay, so what other characters did you guys like in the Ahsoka show? Like I said, I'm not a fan of Star Wars Rebels, but I am a fan of Clone Wars. So I liked seeing Hu Young in the show, and I was surprised by how much I liked Hera in Ahsoka. Like I did, like I said, I don't know the Rebels characters well, but Hera I just ended up liking for some reason. Like Ezra I didn't care about, Sabine I didn't care about, but I like Mon Mothma showing up. Yeah, that was good. C-3PO showing up, that was also good. Oh, I wasn't a huge fan of Ezra. Yeah, like my problem with Rebels characters, like in the show, like they're just like the same old characters we've seen a million times in Star Wars. And Star Wars Rebels, I think it's too childish. Like how I know Ezra had like a lightsaber that was also a blaster. I think that's kind of dumb, honestly. The scenes I've seen from Rebels, Ezra just annoys me. But in the Ahsoka show, like he was fine. I just didn't care. Yeah, but Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati, they were interesting. I don't know what to think about where they ended up though. I think there needs to be more done there. And I don't know if they're gonna follow up on it after Ray Stevenson passed. Yeah. Baylan Skoll was by far my favorite character in Ahsoka. His writing was rich, and it felt as if there was a lot of care put in his backstory. Rip Ray Stevenson. Yeah, there definitely was care, and Ray Stevenson definitely played him well. Yeah, he was very interesting. But we need a follow-up to complete his character. So I don't know if it's going to be Ahsoka season 2 or the Heir to the Empire movie. And I think we can all easily speculate that Dave Filoni's movie is going to be called Heir to the Empire. And yeah, and Baylan, he was not a generic Star Wars character. He was like different to others. I liked the part in Episode 4, like just after he beat Ahsoka, then he was talking to Sabine and he convinced her to like stand down and give him the map, and he's like, he said like, I'm what did he say? I'll be true to my word. He said something like that. I just liked that for some reason. Yeah. Who's my celebrity crush? Oh man. uh, I don't really have one. Yeah, I don't really have one, but I'd say, but actresses that I really like, I like Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen, Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, they're really good. I like them. Can't believe I was asked that. Yeah, yeah, I know. In Ahsoka, I don't know what to think of where Shin Hati was left off. I don't know where she's gonna go after that. Like she went with the went and met with those rogues on that planet, and Balin's gone off on his own to search for something related to the Mortis gods. And I loved watching Star Wars theories breakdowns of all the Ahsoka episodes, and how like he pointed out that Balin and Shin's names are like inspired by something from Norse mythology. Like Skull is the name of the wolf who chases the sun, and Hati is the name of the wolf who chases the moon. So that means that obviously represents their journeys as characters. Like they're gonna separate, and so maybe it is the sun that was calling to Balin. I don't know, but the Mortis gods they died in the Clone Wars book. Well, I guess you're never truly dead if you become one with the Force, but yeah, it's confusing. Like, we don't know a lot about the Mortis gods. But yeah. But Ahsoka and Sabine are still on that planet, same as Balin and Shin. So I think they're going to have to meet again. Henry Cavill was done dirty in DC. Well, yeah, I'd say like he's a great choice to play Superman, and he's so passionate about the character. But I don't like any of the movies in the DCU that he was in. Like, I don't like Zack Snyder movies at all. Zack Snyder does not understand Superman. Like, he made Superman like dull, not a symbol of hope. Like Henry Cavill can play a much more hopeful Superman, but he just never got the chance. So yeah, I loved his return in Black Adam, even though it didn't lead to anything. But everything is happening with DC now. I think it's for the best. It truly is. Like they have not had leadership or great amount of success for so long. It was just a mess. They had a few good hits like Shazam, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, you know, and the Suicide Squad. Even though they didn't make box office money, it was still a critical success. But yeah, James Gunn and Peter Safran leading DC Studios, creating the DCU. That is going to be great. I think it's going to allow DC to compete with the MCU now. But David Corrin Sweat, he looks like an even more perfect choice than Henry Cavill for Superman. I cannot wait for Superman Legacy. It's my second most anticipated movie of 2025. James Gunn's one of my favorite directors. I cannot wait for him to do a Superman movie. But yeah, a lot of people at DC were done dirty before. Haley Steinfeld. Yeah. Oh man, I love her as Kate Bishop. She is absolutely perfect for Kate. I love that show so much. Haley and Jeremy's chemistry is amazing. And Kevin Feige, when is Kate Bishop going to come back? When are we going to see Kate Bishop again? It's been 2 years since Hawkeye. We need to see Kate Bishop again. They need to do the Young Avengers. You're right. He was brought back just to be taken out 2 weeks later. He was the perfect Superman and done very dirty. Yeah, the timing of that was pretty surprising. Like Black Adam just came out, and like the movie didn't do well, but yeah, and then 2 weeks later, James Gunn and Peter Safran were hired for DC Studios. But yeah, like I said, it's for the best. It really is. What? Who is your favorite iteration of the Flash? Well, definitely not Ezra Miller. I need to stop saying that. Yeah, like I said, Grant Gustin was good. Uh, I wouldn't say Grant Gustin was like perfect though. Like he's not blonde, and like the CW writing is so cringe. Um, I love comic book Flash, comic book Barry Allen. Um, yeah, Young Justice had a good version of Barry Allen. So did the Injustice games. Um, yeah, I'd say the Flash that I like the most though is from like the Justice League cartoons. Like I'd say that's my favorite so far. I'm sure if they do, another Barry Allen in the DCU, then I could like that more. Hopefully. But yeah, Michael Rosenbaum's Wally West in the Justice League shows. I love that. Have you seen The Edge of 17? No, I haven't. I know, yeah, that's a Haley Steinfeld movie that she has a lot of praise for. Yeah, I've heard about that. No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, my favorite Haley Steinfeld movie is Bumblebee. Bumblebee. That was the best Transformers movie, and like she was great in that. Charlie and Bumblebee's relationship was so heartwarming. Uh what else have I seen Haley Steinfeld in other than Spider-Verse and Hawkeye? Um oh yeah, I saw True Grit. Yeah, I didn't love that movie much, honestly. No, she was good in it, but no, didn't have many thoughts on that movie. I don't know if I've seen her in something else. I believe Kate Bishop was supposed to return in the Marvels next month, but that was taken out. She was supposed to be in a post-credit scene. I don't know about that. I don't think that would make sense for her to be in a post-credit scene for the Marvels. Well, I don't know. I don't take rumors. I only take rumors with a grain of salt. But hey, if that were to happen, then I would love it. I'll just love to see Kate show up again. No, I would love for them to do another Hawkeye season. I understand if they're not going to though. I understand. But oh man, I'm glad Jeremy Renner is still alive. Like what he went through, he's indestructible, and he's still his 100% self now. Yeah. So yeah, they need to hurry up and do the Young Avengers. Some of them aren't going to be young for much longer. Kate Bishop is just so awesome, and Hawkeye. So Thrawn is going to be the main villain of the Heir to the Empire movie, obviously. And the ending of Ahsoka teased the Mortis gods, like I said. So if there's not an Ahsoka season 2 and the Heir to the Empire movie is the only follow-up, then I think having Thrawn be the villain and then having a big threat like the Mortis gods or maybe the sun in there, that would be kind of conflicting. Like Thrawn's meant to be the big bad here, then so why they have another big threat there? I don't know. We don't know anything about that yet, but I'm sure Dave Filoni will find a way to not make it convoluted and make it good. I'm glad this many people have joined. I'm liking this. I'm liking all the comments here. Keep them coming. Yeah, I can't wait for the Marvels. Honestly, I think the movie looks pretty awesome. Like, I loved Secret Invasion. I like WandaVision. I like Miss Marvel, and like having them team up is good. I liked Captain Marvel as well. Does not deserve none of this. Captain Marvel, the Marvels does not deserve any of the stupid internet whinging that it gets. It's just ridiculous, unnecessary. They're doing it on for the sake of it. I can't stand it. Yeah, the movie looks fun though. I'm glad that Nick Fury's still around. And apparently it's going to be the shortest MCU movie, like over 110 minutes. Yeah, well, all the character setup is done in past movies and shows, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Out of 10, how excited are you for the Marvels? 8. An 8 out of 10. Yeah, that's usually my excitement level for most MCU things, unless it's like the big ones like Avengers or Spider-Man or something, then it's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm sure the Marvels will be awesome. And I'm glad that Bob Chapek was fired from Disney, and now Bob Iger is back and is allowing Kevin Feige to space everything out more, and they're going to be making less Marvel and Star Wars stuff. So having like a 6-month gap in between Guardians 3 and the Marvels, that's good breathing room, I think. And when the Marvels comes out, I'm not going to be able to make a full video review of it because I'll be away, but I will definitely make a short review of it. Also, Loki, like the Marvels comes out like the day after Loki ends. So yeah, I'm going to have to do short reviews for Loki and the Marvels. Appreciate it if everyone would watch them. Ben Affleck was wasted as Batman. Well, I was never a big fan of Ben Affleck as Batman, honestly. Like Batman v Superman, I hate that movie with a passion. Like I said, I don't like Zack Snyder movies. I mean, Ben Affleck, he wasn't terrible. Not at all. I like him as a Dark Knight Returns inspired Batman. Like I don't like what they made him do. The murderer. And like I'm not really a fan of the Dark Knight Returns as well. But yeah, as like an older Batman, yeah, Ben Affleck was fine. I thought he did a decent job, but yeah, it's really not my favorite thing. So I don't know if I agree if he was wasted. I'm just glad we have Robert Pattinson. I can't wait to see who's going to play Batman in the DCU in the Brave and the Bold movie. But honestly, I don't know what to think of the Brave and the Bold movie now, like because Andy Muschietti, the director of The Flash, is directing it, and I when that movie was first announced, I was excited for it. I liked the sound of it, and then when it was announced that he was directing it, like I thought, okay, James Gunn must see something in him. Then I saw the Flash movie. I'm like, what was that? Now I don't know what to think about that movie coming up. Tear emoji. What's that in response to? Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to there. 42 minutes. Nice. You're not really excited for the Marvels? That's fair enough. I think it looks really awesome. Like the whole um, concept of how they're switching places. I think that's going to make for some pretty creative action based on the trailers. And we've been wondering for a while, like, where did Miss Marvel's bracelet come from? Like, we know that she's a descendant of, what were they called? The Jinn? Is that what they were called? Yeah, and she's also a mutant. And in the temple where they found the bracelet, they took it off a blue hand, which looks like a Kree. And in the trailer, Ben has the other bracelet. So the bracelets must be Kree Negabands. So I can't wait for this movie to finally answer all that. But like, where do they come from? Why do they have that power? Like, yeah. And how did Ben use this bracelet to make Monica, Carol, and Kamala keep switching places? I'm truly one of the few people that actually really liked The Flash. I thought it was a really compelling Barry Allen story with genuine emotion, but sort of trapped on an immoral CGI mess. Yes, it was a CGI mess. How Andy Muschietti said the CGI looked weird on purpose. That's not an excuse for something looking bad. It really wasn't. Some of the cameos in that were interesting, but I don't know, the CGI was just bad. I don't know. Because the story was built off the DCEU, the Snyderverse, which I don't like. I was not invested in the story. I wasn't, and like also Ezra, he doesn't act like Barry Allen. Like Flashpoint's a great story, it is, but I didn't like how they did Flashpoint for the movie. Like the version of Supergirl in that movie was terrible. And Michael Keaton was the best part of it. There wasn't enough with him though. He didn't have development. He was just there to be Batman. and cool. And yeah, there was emotion, but I honestly cringed so hard start to finish in that movie. Like, I could not stand anything to do with the younger Barry. Couldn't believe it. And the ending of the movie was nonsense. George Clooney, just why? The body swapping in the Marvels sort of reminds me of the time slipping from Loki season 2. Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but Carol, Kamala, and Monica aren't slipping through time. They're just switching places. Maybe there's a reason Loki ends the same day the Marvels releases. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. It could be, but I wouldn't bet on it. It's just how the timing went. Well, originally Loki season 2 was meant to come out in September, but it started this month. So yeah, the Flash is awful. LMAO. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Toxic Gamer. Hey, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Red, how's your day been? It's been good. It's only like 11:48 a.m. for me, so not much has happened. Chill so far. Thanks for joining. Been talking about Ahsoka and Loki season 2 and some other we talked a little bit about Batman, the Flash, and everything. Yeah, Ahsoka, Loki, and whatever else you want to ask me, go for it. Glad you joined. Thank you so much. No one ever watches my stuff. Time zones are weird, lol. It's almost 7 p.m. here. Wow. Wow. What country are you from? I'm from Australia, obviously. Excuse me. I thought Flash was good, but CGI is terrible and was mixed about Flash final act, and George Clooney at the end was a weird decision. Yep, took the words right out of my mouth. Final act was messy. George Clooney was really weird thing to include. Yeah, I'm glad the DCU is starting and get a different Flash who's not Ezra Miller and who actually acts like Barry Allen and is actually blonde. That's what we need. It's 8:49 over here for me. AM or PM? I'm going to assume PM. I'm from Canada. Oh, cool. Just like Zach Milne. Nice, nice. I wish Grant Gustin was in the movie. Yeah, they should have had a Grant Gustin cameo in the Speed Force. I don't know why they didn't. They had some other like ones from DC movie history, and then they had a random CGI rendition of Jay Garrick. But why did they not have a Grant Gustin cameo? Like, Ezra Miller cameoed. Ezra Miller and Grant Gustin met in Crisis on Infinite Earths, so they should have done it again. Also, Barry didn't learn his lesson in the end. Yeah, yeah. The Flashpoint comic and the animated movie are so much better. Like I think the animated movie is much better than no, not much, just better than the comic. It was just really good. They nailed that movie. And also Thomas Wayne Batman in that movie, so cool. Yeah. Have you watched Ahsoka and Loki Toxic Gamer? I was saying earlier that I want to know who pruned Loki from behind, and yeah, Harkle pointed out that it must have been a Loki himself, which makes sense. 8:49 p.m. Yes, I've watched Loki and the first episode of Ahsoka. Oh, yeah, you need to watch the rest of Ahsoka. It's good. We have talked a little bit about Ahsoka spoilers. I'm just Okay, one of the best, probably the no wait, one of the best things about Loki, the whole show, is definitely Mobius. Loki and Mobius have such a cool friendship. Owen Wilson in the MCU is just cool alone, but those two guys together, they're awesome. And in the trailer, we saw a lot of different set pieces and locations. Looks like a lot of different cool scenes for Loki and Mobius to be in together. I cannot wait for the rest of this season. And I can't wait to see when Victor Timely finally comes into the show. And I want to know where Ravonna Renslayer went after season 1. And I'm starting the Chucky show later today because the 3rd season is out. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But cool. Agreed. Mobius and Loki are the best part of the show. Yep, definitely. Oh, also, the production design, the visuals, and the writing quality, and just how well thought out the whole time concept is in the TVA. The show's so impressive. I mean, it's very complicated. I don't understand every single aspect of time, but I really liked Ki Hu Kwan in the first episode. He as OB, he was cool. I don't think I've seen Ki Hu Kwan in anything else before, but yeah, he was cool. Lucas Till should be Barry Allen in the DCU. Yeah, like I said earlier, that fan casting is good. Yeah, he looks like he would fit Flash, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But with the casting of David Corenswet as Superman and Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane and Isabel Mercedes as Hawk Girl, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Don't remember the name of who's playing Mr. Terrific, and Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho. Is it? Yeah, I am. After those casting choices, especially David Cornsworth, I completely trust James Gunn and Peter Safran with the characters in the DCU. Are you dressing up for Halloween? If so, who are you dressing up as? No. We don't really celebrate Halloween in Australia. No, most Australians don't. I mean, some people do. It's gotten popular because of the pop culture influence. But no, I do not celebrate Halloween. I honestly hate Halloween. I think it's pointless and stupid and also evil. No, so I can't stand Halloween honestly. But but I have done a Star Lord cosplay before, just because. Like I have a video of that on my channel if you want to check that out. And if I ever get a chance to go to a Comic Con or something like that, then I will definitely dress up as someone else. The Tokusatsu suit for Miles looks like a Super Sentai suit. Ah, yeah, I see what you mean. I don't like the look of those kind of suits, honestly. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, it's not an Australian thing to do. And it's against everything I believe in. So, and also coming up in Loki season 2, like I said, Victor Timely. He's obviously going to be the villain here. And I have no thoughts or theories about what exactly is happening with Victor Timely. Like we saw the Quantum Mania after credit scene, but I want to know how do Loki and Mobius track him down? What time period is that in? Based on the trailers, it looks like the 40s or 50s or 30s. Who knows? But he's a Kang variant, which means he's trouble. And yeah, the multiverse is on the verge of succumbing to a war between all the Kang variants. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that in the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars movies. And after Victor Timely, like, I hope that we see more of Immortus, Ramatat, and Centurion, like the variants that we saw in the Quantumania after credit scene. Now, where'd all the viewers go? Oh man. I hope. I hope. I hope I don't lose viewers here. I'm really excited about the episode. They go back in time with that one Kang variant. Yeah, Victor Timely. Yeah. So I don't know anything about Victor Timely from the comics because Kang's entire comic history is so complicated. So complicated. But yeah. We need to see a lot more Kang variants. Cool. Thoughts on Spider-Man freshman year? What's your excitement level for it? I'm honestly not excited for it. I'm not gonna watch that show. I have no interest in it. Like I've seen the art showcase for it. I've heard the details and whatever. How it's an alternate universe, like MCU Spider-Man origin. Yeah, sure. If people are excited for that, then fine. But yeah, I'm not interested in it. Honestly, I was excited to see the origin and story of Thomas Peter Parker, but now it's a multiversal story. So my excitement went down. Yeah, well, they purposely didn't do Tom's Spider-Man origin because everyone knows Spider-Man's origin. It's been done a million times. But his story the in the Homecoming trilogy, that is like a story of discovery. Like some people also call it an origin. That's because at the end Aunt May died, and we got with great power comes great responsibility. It's all about Peter growing up, learning what it is to become Spider-Man, and becoming a man and everything. That was an amazing story. I love how they did that. But yeah, having this cartoon be a multiversal story where they do things differently, yeah, that's fine. I'm just not interested in it. Though Charlie Cox is dead, voicing Daredevil in it, I like how they just brought Charlie Cox back and said he is our Daredevil. We're gonna put him in everything now. Yeah, he's been in No Way Home, She-Hulk. He's going to be in Echo, and he's excuse me, and he's in that freshman year, and he's getting his own show as well. It's great. He is Daredevil, Matt Murdock. I was originally excited for it because it was going to focus on Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but I'm not excited for it anymore really. But I'm excited for Marvel's Zombies show. Oh yeah, the Marvel Zombies show. It's a spin-off of the What If episode. Yeah, I'm honestly not excited for that either. I'm not gonna bother watching it. I really liked the zombie episode of What If, but yeah, I'm not excited for the whole show about it. Who knows if it's still going to happen? It's like since they're making less Marvel and Star Wars stuff, Bob Iger said they're prioritizing doing that. Thank you guys for sticking around. I never get any views on anything on this channel. Oh, have you heard? Speaking of Marvel zombies, have you heard of DC's version of zombies, Deceased? Like I haven't read it. I watched a video that breaks down the whole story. But yeah, Deceased. I love that title. It's so creative. The perfect. It just happened to be that DC is called DC, and then the word Deceased. Like he was genius. Yep, no problem. Thank you. Oh, just hit 1 hour on the stream. Never heard of it? It's Deceased is kind of interesting. It's different to Marvel Zombies, pretty different. Only 2 viewers now. Great. Great. Yeah, earlier I was asked, who's your celebrity crush? Can't believe that. I can't believe I was asked that. And my answer to that was that I don't actually really have one, but I said I like Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen, Haley Steinfeld. They're great actresses. Oh. Just curious, what app do you use to record your videos? Well, I just record my videos on my phone, and right now I'm using StreamYard and a webcam, but yeah, I record my videos on my phone. And well, for videos that aren't on camera, that are just a microphone, I use Adobe Audition to record the audio. And to edit my videos, I use Premiere Pro. Yeah, I've used Adobe. I've always used Adobe for my YouTube videos ever since I first started in 2016. Yeah, it's just really good. Tokusatsu suit. Hang on, I gotta look that up. Tokusatsu suit. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. I don't like the look of those weird ones in Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I just like the classic movie and comic suits. Those ones look weird. Nice. I use Video Shop and VN Editor for my lives. I use YouTube. Yeah, use YouTube. Yeah, cool. Now you must be the only one here now. Yeah, whatever. So, what's the next show after Loki? Oh yeah, Echo. Echo. That's right. I can't wait for Echo. Honestly, like especially because Daredevil and Kingpin are in it. But but if they're doing a more grounded show with with Echo going off doing her own thing, that should be interesting. You know. But yeah, the main reason I think I am excited for it is because Daredevil and Kingpin will be in it. And rumors say that Kingpin will be in 4 episodes and Daredevil will be in three, and, Daredevil will have his red and black suit again. So cannot wait. Oh, and I really hope that the actors' strike gets resolved soon. I mean, the writers' strike was resolved and really well, really well. I was surprised that the studio CEOs gave the writers that good deal. So if they gave them that good of a deal, then surely, if they gave the writers that good of a deal, then surely they can hurry up and give the actors a good deal too. So then, once these strikes are all resolved, then we can start getting back to work on everything. Like in Daredevil Born Again can resume production. Because I can't wait for that show. I guess I am. It does suck when you only have one viewer. It sucks more when it's just yourself. Isn't that the truth? Hmm. I'm almost used to it. But that doesn't change the fact that it sucks. Hey, I'm glad the other three were here earlier. I'm glad. It was good. Yeah. I do not understand my subscriber/view ratio. I have 3,000 subscribers, and yet my views, not even much of that. Ridiculous. I'm sick of it. I have a few videos that do well though, but only a few. Oh, cool. What video games do you play? I, well, I mostly play single player games. You know, like things from my favorite fandoms, like Marvel, DC, Transformers, Star Wars. Mostly single player games. Yeah, I'm not never been much of an online person. I prefer single player. I have played some online ones, but yeah, I love Lego games are my favorite kind of game of all. They're just perfect for me. And yeah, I also play Uncharted. That's one of my favorite things. And oh yeah, I played the Tomb Raider Survivor trilogy last year, which was absolutely amazing. But yeah, my favorite game franchise of all is the Batman Arkham series. My favorite game of all time is Arkham Knight, and then followed by Spider-Man, I'd say. Yeah, and some of my other favorite games from back in the PS2 days, like Scooby-Doo First Fight, Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp, just loved it. Sea of Thieves. Hey, someone else is here. Great. Yeah, we played Sea of Thieves, which we need to continue. I had 4 or 5 people here earlier. Now there's only 2. Have you played the Last of Us game? No, I haven't. Yeah, I love Naughty Dog's work on Uncharted, but I have not played The Last of Us. Like I honestly have no interest in playing The Last of Us. Like I'm sure it's good, but I just have no interest. Arkham Knight is how I got 100 subscribers. Oh, good, good, good. That game is amazing, perfect. I've played it a billion times. Will never change my mind on it. I know we do. Yep. Quite a lot of comments. 1 hour and 8 minutes. Cool. But yeah, oh yeah, this year I played Jedi Survivor, which I honestly didn't love. No. Oh, last year I played. Was it last year? Yeah, it was. I played Multiverses that game last year, but that game is like closed now until early next year until it launches. I can't wait for that game to come back because it was awesome. Which was earlier this year, and now I'm on the road to 400 subs. Oh, nice, nice, good. Yeah, getting all those first subscribers is always hard. Yeah, thanks for your questions. Yeah. Are you excited for the Marvels? We were talking about that before you joined, about the Marvels. I think that movie looks awesome. I can't wait for it. I'm not going to be able to make a full video review of it when it comes out though, because I'll be away. So I'll have to make a short. I'll also have to make a short review for Loki as well. If you can hear any noise, it's because someone's whippersnipping outside. I haven't watched The Last of Us show either. Like, because since I'm not interested in playing the games, I'm not interested in watching the show either. And I'm glad that it has such a high praise. I mean, like The Last of Us show, that has done wonders for live action game adaptations. Also, Super Mario Brothers and the Uncharted movie, they're doing wonders for video game movies. They really are. Yeah, I'm excited about the Marvels, but I don't think it will make 1 billion like the first one. Yeah, no, it definitely won't. No, no. Part of the reason Captain Marvel made 1 billion was because of Endgame hype, and yeah, and rightly so. It was the first female-led MCU movie, but yeah, it will not make 1 billion. No superhero movie this year, other than Guardians and Spider-Verse, has done well, which I cannot stand. I can't stand the hate for superhero movies now. Cannot stand it. I hope it does well. I haven't watched the show, but I do play the game every Monday. Wow, you're a big fan then. And for sure, Aquaman 2 won't either. No DC movie this year has done. Shazam Fury of the Gods bombed, which it did not deserve to. The Flash bombed, which I think it deserved to. And Blue Beetle bombed, which I don't think that deserved to. Aquaman 2, I don't see it doing well, given the track record of DC this year. And also Amber Heard. Yeah, I do not understand how Aquaman made $1 billion. I don't get it. It's such a cliche movie, and Aquaman is not Superman or Batman, and it's the highest grossing DC movie ever so far. I don't understand it. Really don't. But yeah, 5 years after the first one, no. And Amber Heard again, yeah, it's not going to make 1 billion. Yeah, the public's interest in the DC. Yeah, like a general public and audience has never had a great interest in the DCEU. But I do think that by the time Joker 2 comes out and the Batman Part 2 and Superman Legacy comes out, I think people's interest in DC movies will kind of be restored. Yeah, at least that's what I hope. 4 viewers. I hope that's actually true. Am I going to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? No. I don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's. I do not like the look of it. Like I absolutely hate horror. I refuse to watch horror. So yeah, no, definitely not. I would have liked to have seen the creator, but I just don't have time for that at the moment. So the only other things this year that I'm going to see are the Marvels, Aquaman 2. Even though I'm not excited for it, I'll still see it. And there's this other Australian movie coming out called Bring Him to Me that I really want to see. Yeah, so I hope I'll get a chance to see that. So yeah, Ahsoka. Talked about Ahsoka and Loki less than some other things in this stream. Oh, more interesting comments. Are you going to see Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes? Oh yeah, that's a new Hunger Games movie. Well, no. See, I have seen the Hunger Games movies like once. Like I thought they were okay. I didn't think much of them. I remember, well, actually, the last one, Mockingjay Part Two. I remember I did not like that one at all. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Hunger Games, and I saw the trailer for Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes when when I saw Blue Beetle, like I saw the trailer for that, and yeah, no, I'm not interested in it. No, no. Yeah, I like doing this actually, even though not many people joined. I like this. I don't. I hope to do more streams and maybe get more people in. Yeah, yeah. Viewership's gone down, so yeah. I'm gonna have to end the stream now. But yeah, this was good. It was cool. Thank you to those who are watching, and may the force be with you.